Monitor mode, or as I call it, monitor mode, it's actually monitor computer. That now it's a passive device. It is just looking at data. So if I would happen to unhook my calibration tool, it should default to 4th. It did. And 0 pressure. So what we're looking, so fail-safe would be 0 pressure, full line pressure. So what we're looking here is basically what the computer is telling the transmission to do. Before we go into monitor computer mode, just make sure the customer has a power source that's not going to be interrupted when they start it. So if they plug the power source into the cigarette lighter and start it up, it's going to reset this whole thing. And they'll go into lamp mode because the computer doesn't see this powered up, and it thinks it's not looking at the transmission. So make sure they have a constant power supply. They clear the codes before they even start the vehicle. It's in monitor computer, start the vehicle up, and then you're looking at live data. So as soon as it should say 4th gear until they put it in drive. When they put it in drive, unless it defaults solenoids on, some transmissions do. Well, once they put it in gear, it should say gear 1, and then your pressure duty cycle should be reading whatever the computer's commanding it. So if it's 0, we know the computer's not controlling line pressure. If it's something like 65, then we know it's completely full duty cycle, and it's controlling the line pressure at minimum line pressure. And you can look at other data too by selecting channels here. So if you want to look at EPC, that's what we're looking at here. You can look at amps and ohms and applied voltage.